right, ladies and gentlemen, the guest you've all been waiting for. This is like the Kanye to my Joe Rogan. This is the long-awaited guest that everyone has been waiting for. And finally, you've answered the call. Ricky Shakur, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing much, bro. We just got a good little,
Pad
session going in,
Dude.
Spooked you a little bit with the amount of marijuana I can intake. You're like, God damn, when is this motherfucker going to stop?
Dude. That was a great pad session, though. That was a great pad session.
Just some basics to get your body getting loose, extending all the way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've never had someone yell technique at me, like, in the middle of a pad session. Like, hey, why are you moving like that? Like, dude, this was, like, the most educational pad session I've ever had in my life.
I mean, not crazy educational.
No.
Educational, yeah, just because but it was a lot of the things that was, repetition. But for the most part, it's just, you need somebody telling you these things,
For sure.
It's, we think we're doing them when we're saying or being told to do them. But in hindsight, it's like, oh, yeah, obviously, if you wouldn't be still being told to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trust me, bro. That's a crazy thing about martial arts, and not even that, bro. It's a crazy thing about your body.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely, like, it's crazy because, like I said, I've had pad sessions, privates with different people, and like I've worked with Ryan, right?
Yeah.
And
Ryan's a beast, man. Shout out to Ryan.
Ryan is a beast, dude.
Ryan's
Shout out to Ryan, the Rhino Rodarte.
Yeah, man. Ryan's like, he's one of the people he's like family. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I would do anything for that guy.
So Ryan, pad sessions with Ryan is similar to this, where he's like, and you guys are the only people before working here working with people from 10th Planet.
Yeah.
I've never been told technique in the middle of, you know what I mean? Like correcting me right then and there. Like, that's the best way to do it. Correcting you right as you're doing it. Because then, like, you know how people tell you something after you spar with them? Or
yeah, for sure.
And you're not going to remember that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just saying that for me, it's been the most helpful way to have a pad session, correcting on the spot. You and Ryan have both told me, punch higher. You're not punching at the face. You're punching at the chest.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's just crazy, man. And I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, bro.
Yeah, man. So, okay. So part of the pad session is, where are we?
Oh, okay, for sure.
Dude, you know me, and you know I've been wanting to come to the garage.
Yeah, for
To
sure.
finally be here, bro. It's crazy. It's an honor, bro.
Definitely. Yeah, we're definitely experiencing the garage side of it right now. To the public is Get Right Fitness, but, after hours, it's the garage. Man cave only. Just kidding. No, but for real. When it's my downtime in here, it is like my, it's my chill spot, and it kind of has like those vibes, like, I don't know, to me, honestly, sometimes like I just catch at least I still do, but more or less when I first got everything, like when I got the floors laid out in here, bro, it really gave it that like, ooh, this is legit. And like sometimes I just caught myself just standing in here, like just not even doing anything, like just getting lost in thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just feels good to be in here, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a good area of like I just feel like you just feel a lot of good energy when you come in here, bro. Like and who knows? I'd be saging it in here all the time. Like no BS, like not weed. Like I get real sage, I get a sage and I'll burn a sage in here. And I just just anything to cleanse the spot, bro, especially anywhere I feel like I'm gonna be at for a long time. I definitely need it to be a little bit of good energy there, you know what I mean? Cause I don't know, it's just momentum is a powerful thing,
Yeah. I definitely feel that, man. Like, as soon as I walked in here, it's you just get the vibe that it's a gym. Like, you walk in, it's a gym.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell that I mean, you could chill here too, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a TV. You know, you get those. I'll be throwing my Xbox up in here sometimes. You know what I mean? Just like,
Yeah.
you know, go ham on Apex or anything. Like, it just has those chill vibes.
I saw on your well, and of course you got the Nipsey in here. You got
Yes, sir.
the
Pocky.
Tupac. All your inspiration.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know what's crazy to? I mean, in preparation for this, on the way here, I was listening to Tupac. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, I feel it. Well, I mean, who doesn't, man? I mean, who doesn't know who he is?
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's crazy because I feel like more people are interested, and no disrespect, dude. I love Biggie too, but I'm just saying more people are interested in finding out who killed Tupac than who killed Biggie. Well, but I mean,
yeah, no, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like when it happened.
I think it's just more or less from like if you're a real Pac fan, you know how heavy he was into like, you know, politics and everything, and you know, and he spoke on like wanting to reform things and you know change things up, especially you know, things that would, you know, help the black community, put things in their favor in areas that it's not, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, I think it's more of a speculation into like there's a lot more conspiracy behind the death of Tupac than there is of Biggie Smalls, you know what I mean? I feel like that you can go more routes.
Do you think that if he was alive, he would have been a politician?
Oh yeah, no, honestly, bro, it's and I don't say this just because I'm a big fan. It's like if you listen to some of the things that this, like he said, and if you've seen like, you know, it's I don't know. I definitely feel like somebody with that much power, bro, is definitely a threat to the government itself today. You know what I mean? Because I mean the government, you know, when it gets to a level, they only wish they can do what some of these artists can do, you know, and influence, you know, so much people, and you know, make people feel a certain way and make people do certain things. You know what I mean? You know, so I definitely think it would have been like he would have been involved in politics some way, somehow. You know what I mean? And he was a very educated man, bro, and it all comes from, you know, what you take in as a kid, and his mom was a very educated woman, you know?
Yeah, a Black Panther. Didn't she, the guy that they said was his father, but he said he doesn't know for sure if it was his father. He was also a Black Panther. I mean, he grew up around activism, right?
Yeah, for sure, bro. He was definitely in that environment of, you know, you know, being around the energy of like the Black Panthers, being at those meetings. And not only that, bro, I mean, like I said, his mom's a powerful woman, so I can only imagine the energy he just fed off of from her, you know what I mean? The intensity. I mean, you know, it's just, yeah, you know, she believe it or not, bro, he just had the perfect recipe to be the person who he was, and you know, the world gravitated to it, you know?
Yeah, it's a shame that he died the way that he died, you know?
You know, I mean, it is, but at the end of the day, bro, like, I feel like a lot of what you say is what you put out, you know what I mean? So, you know, you rap about death a lot, you know, and you know a lot he had a target on his back, you know, for multiple reasons, you know, haters or people on a governmental level, or you know, people hating on, you know, he's making more money than him, or you know, at the time he was signed to death row and he wanted to leave death row, and you know, just things like that, like, you know, people, you know, I think it was just damn, like, this guy, and he was only 25 when he died, bro. So you think about it, you know, so from the ages of, you know, 20 to 25, you know, he's, you know, making the majority of the amount of money in his career, getting the majority amount of, you know, like publicity and fame, and, you know, people, you know, so a lot of people don't like that, you know, especially you know, if you're putting out information that's true or information that people want covered up.
You think that's why he had a target on his back, because he spoke a lot of truth and people don't like when you tell the truth? Or people don't like when you stand for... It's almost like people don't like when you stand for what's right. Like, it's not cool to do the right thing, almost. You know what I mean? Like, like, the right thing to do is not cheat on your girlfriend, but the cool thing to do is to go cheat on your girlfriend and go to... You know what I mean? Like, that it's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, that... I'm just...
Yeah, no, I feel it, man. No, yeah. It just... Like I said, man, he... You know, he was the influence of you know, the African American community at that time, and then, you know, eventually, you know, he influences, you know, the world, you know. I mean, I'm influenced by him, you know what I mean? So it just, you know, it's just, I don't know, bro, it just things like this and people like this, bro, it really makes me think, like, why don't people realize their potential, you know what I mean? Like, It's, and the crazy thing about it is, even if you look at it from a money point of view, bro. See, look, we have 3 people in here, right? People act like these are the only 3 rich people in the world.
Yeah.
Bro, there's people in like what is it, the Pacific Palisades, that are like 50 years old that make like $1 million a month, So it's just there's people who make so much more, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's things like that, bro, that make me trip out when I look at people like this. Is like I said, it's like, why don't people realize the power and capability they have? These are just men. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like figures like that, like Nipsey, like Tupac, die at the peak of, I don't want to say at the peak of their goodness, but at the peak of, when they're almost when they're doing the most amount of work in their community? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, man. Like, if you look at it from a conspiracy point of view, and if you look at it from like the only, I guess, clear telescope you can see through is, it seems a little fishy, Everything always does, though. You know what I mean? Anytime there's a murder, anytime, and it's anything like that, and especially, with, who knows, man? It's just so, who knows?
I don't even want to put it like that, though, like a conspiracy point of view. I just mean to say, I don't mean like how they died, but I mean like they died at like a time when, almost when they were both most famous.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, bro, honestly, I feel like it has to do a lot with what you say and what you put out, bro.
Really?
And Nipsey was somebody who definitely wasn't afraid to speak on his death. He has tracks, even before he had passed, where he says, I'm gonna die in the streets because the streets told me, you know what I mean, like stuff like that, you know what I mean. And just what a coincidence, he passes in front of the store he built a shop with, or he passes on the same street he put a store on, you know what I mean, on his, if you want to say anybody has anything, I mean, I guess you can say that's his block, you know what I mean. So it's just crazy, the irony, right? Biggie has, what is it in what is it, I forget what song, it's, you live by the gun, die by the gun.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean, stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, it definitely is crazy, man. Yeah, not to stir away from the conversation, but
yeah,
just kind of to get back to the garage. But I'm talking about what you're doing with the garage.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So, I mean, basically, this is your self-made business.
Yeah.
You started this during the quarantine.
Yep.
And we've been talking a lot about, me and you back and forth, we've been talking a lot about people seeing us have success, or people seeing people have success, and they don't like you for that, or not that they don't like you for that, but like they see you having success and then they envy you, and then they want to put you down, or
they have you seeing they see you having fun, and it's funny anytime it's a hater, especially when it's something that like, on the lines of like a self-made business or this and that. It's just always people think about the first thing is money, bro. They think, oh, this guy's happy making all this money, but people are just, if they only knew, but that's on them.
Yeah, that is on them. I don't know. For me, whenever I've seen one of my friends doing well, or I don't know, I wouldn't even call someone like that a friend. But anyways, like whenever I see someone, like say from high school, like say I have them on Instagram or whatever, whenever I see them doing stuff, like that's cool. Like I know people who started making music, like I'll repost them, like.
Yeah, no, man, it's like you're kind of proud to be their friend,
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Or you're proud to call them your friend, not even in that sense, but it's just in that, and it's like, yeah, it makes you. It kind of makes me feel like oh, cool. Like when you started doing the podcast, now I have a ton of homies that are doing like whether it be they're training people too, or they're doing mitt work, pad work, or if they're selling food, or doing podcasts and stuff like that. It just makes me feel like like I'm around a bunch of winners. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep winning.
Yeah. And that being said, that's how I got connected with Ryan, which was my last podcast.
Yeah.
That's how I got connected with Rhino, and because you reposted something that he posted.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I mean, like that's what you do. You support the people around you.
Yeah, I want to spread the love, man.
Yeah.
And then you know, and on my end, like then that's when I put myself in. Okay, I'm a businessman.
Mhm.
Okay, now I don't want to be selfish, bro. I want Ryan to make money too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just stuff like that, dog. Like I don't know. I'm not funny with money. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's no issue for I don't know, bro. It's just. I don't know. What you see is what you get, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, I want to see the people that I love rise with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and not only that, man. If it means like somebody that's gonna improve somebody's life, even if it's something little, bro. Like, it takes the edge off. Oh, like he doesn't have to worry about gas, or even like for me, like training this has allowed me to open up a lot more free time. Am I making as much money as I was, when I was just working one job, putting in a bunch of crazy ass hours that I was unhappy with? No, but now I have so much more free time where I'm like, oh damn, like I could, the way I look at time now, bro, is an hour is a dollar amount.
Yeah.
Because in that hour, I could, network, or I can set something up. I could do something that will bring me another client, depending on how much they want to train. That's X amount of dollars, an extra X amount of dollars a month. Or if I do shirts or this and that, that's an extra this a month. Things just to make this place better, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want people to be like, I'm not a crazy, like, flashy guy. So, like, you never see me on the ground like flying or flexing, just to flaunt or flex, So I everything I do, I put back into here, man. I mean, I have really nice equipment, so I mean, it all speaks for itself,
You do have really nice equipment, and I do want to speak to that where you said you don't flex on the gram like anything like that. Like you have a nice house. Like I don't want to say but I'm saying like you live in a nice place. You have lots of nice things. You have a lot of reasons to flex, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not about that though.
But it's a humble thing. Like are you that kind of person?
Yeah, no, and not even that, bro. Like shout out to my boss, because when he's the one who really taught me how to appreciate money, appreciate time, and appreciate like your worth. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, he just pretty much taught me how to appreciate money. You got to spend money to make money. And you never know who you might come across, or who might this, or who might that. You know what I mean? So it's just, it's a blessing, man.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. How long have you known him?
My boss, I've known him. Let me see, probably about like 4 years now, man. But yeah, he showed me the ropes on business and everything. Like, hey man, time is money, and at the end of the day, you are doing a service to somebody. It is to make money. Like, you got to think of it like that. But at the end of the day, carry yourself properly.
Like a mentor. He's like a mentor to you.
Yeah, no, for sure. My boss is definitely like, I definitely look at him like that. Him, Coach Jay.
That's cool.
Coach Mark. I definitely look at those three guys definitely as like people where I'm like, okay, like they're all doing something that I like doing, or they're all doing things that they have accomplished things that I have, that I want to accomplish or aspire my own. You know what I mean? Like I want to be pro, I want to be, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you mentioned Coach Jay. Let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So Coach Jason. We talked with Ryan about Coach Jason.
Okay.
Something that's kind of funny is we talked about when Ryan started with him and when I started with him.
Yeah.
We were both starting Southpaw.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I know Ryan. I don't know what it was, bro. He he thought he was. I guess I don't know. One day my coach Jay texted me. He was like, "Dude, Ryan just told me he writes with his right hand." And I was like, whoa, that's funny. I was like, he's been here doing southpaw this whole time. He's like, yeah. He's like, now we got to reteach him how to fight, and write in his actual normal fight stance. And I was like, that's too funny. And he was like, yeah. He said one of his, I think he said his cousins or one of his homies. He said he was teaching him how to box, and Coach Jason was dying. He was like, dude. He's like, no. He's like, whoever your homeboy was showing you the wrong way. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it was fucking hilarious, man. My bad for the F-bomb.
Nah, bro, you can say whatever you want. We don't have.
All right, no, just imagine.
Yeah. So it's funny because the reason I would fight southpaw, or the reason I switch so often when is man. So I wrestled in high school. When I wrestled in high school, I would shoot with my right leg. So my right leg would always be in front.
So you would drop that one first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it just feels natural for that. The other reason is when I trained at that UFC gym, I trained southpaw there too.
Okay.
And like striking, everything southpaw there. So it just feels more natural. But then when I do switch to a regular stance, I feel more powerful. I feel like I use technique more, or
okay,
I guess better. I don't want to say more better because that's more stupider.
Yeah, exactly. I feel it. That hurted.
Yeah, that hurted.
You know.
But yeah, so that's just my little thing with right hand, left hand. But
yeah, no, I feel it. To each his own too. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like it has to come down to like a comfortability thing. Not that like anybody should like. I mean, if you really aren't, I mean, anybody can learn anything. You know, you can learn both stances. But I mean, as far as like introducing yourself into something, you definitely want to learn one at a time. You know what I mean? Or you want to learn at least what you're naturally like. If you right, you want to be in that right stance. Like, you know what I mean? Because then either way, you're doing so many things with your day where you're favoring your right side, and then when it comes to doing something where you're trying to focus on so much, you're like, damn, I'm in this left stance this whole time trying to, you know what I mean? So. It's always the little things with martial arts, man. You know, it's just the finer details, bro. The appreciation to learn and to, you know, apply.
Yeah, there definitely has to be a want to learn. Like if you don't want to learn, there's no reason for you to be there. Yeah,
no doubt at all, bro. No, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, especially if you want to compete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely. Like, hey, man, there's going to be somebody out there that knows that they can hit you as hard as they can until the referee says stop, or until you go memes. You know what I mean? So.
Until you go memes.
You know?
Dang. Yeah, bro. It's that I definitely want to compete with it, but
yeah, definitely, bro. I encourage everybody to, especially too because they have those they have the technical bouts now too, where they're like competition sparring. So it's just like they have winners now on them. Before they didn't have winners or anything like that, but now they do. So it's like they really focus on the technique. Some of them, I mean, they say technical sparring, but fools be going rowdy in there.
Oh, really?
Sometimes, hell yeah.
People going for the kill?
Yeah, for sure, dog. For sure. You know, it happens sometimes. And if you go too crazy, they disqualify you, which in that sense is not really even too bad because I don't even think there's a record for the technical bouts up until you start fighting like amateurly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's nothing if you get disqualified. You're like, fuck it. You know, if I knock somebody out, it just doesn't go on the record, but you still did it. You know what I mean? You know, so it's just like funny stuff. Like, but I encourage everybody to do something like that just because, you know, it's like, fuck, you know, go out there and have fun and, you know, work your technique, you know? And it's just one of those things where, you know, like I said, not that you don't take it from a serious point of view, but, you know, just because you don't have a record, you definitely don't want to lose. But, you know, you don't have that pressure. And then at the same time, like, if you lose on that, bro, I feel like people should definitely use those as opportunities to, you know, get really better, especially if you're hesitant about competing. If you want to compete, I say compete, and you should do an amateur event with the headgear and shin guards up into your 3 fights, and then you get that taken off. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for the most part, if people are interested in competing and they want to dabble their feet, you know, go the technical sparring route. You know, because it's more or less like, you know, that's the entry that you want into that. You know what I mean?
How do you get into something like that?
The technical bouts, I mean, they have you can sign up, and they definitely have like promoters where they'll reach out to like certain coaches they know or anything. My girl was texting.
No, go ahead, do what you gotta do for
dinner. You know what I mean? No, I'm just, you know, those are the messages that I need to reply to because you know I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially if she's gonna cook dinner for the night. I'm like, I definitely want to hop in on that, bro. She always cooks fire.
I wanted to ask you actually, not to steer away from what you were saying right now. Sure. If you have a point that you're trying to get across, go ahead, go for it.
Oh no. For which one?
I don't know. I think we lost her.
Oh no, yeah, no.
But it's funny that you're talking about food because I wanted to ask you about that chicken place that you're always reposting.
Oh, my boy Oscar. Oh my God, bro. The Golden Hot Fried Chicken. He has a permanent location. Well, I don't want to say permanent, but He has a official storefront location over in Santa Ana at the 4th Street Market now. And I believe he said he's gonna be doing pop-ups at the breweries on the weekends or when the days he's not at the storefront. But dude, it's so fire, dude. I rock with the sliders. I'm a big person and a big fan of like, you know, you can eat it with one hand. I don't want to do the whole double eating thing, you know. So the sliders, I always rock with sliders. You know, if it's a good fire burger, like, you know, Eureka or like a really really fire one, then, you know, I'll eat the size that they have. But he has a slider, so I'm like, yeah, let me rock with the sliders, you know.
What's a Eureka?
You never been to Eureka Burger?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, Eureka Burgers right here in Claremont, bro. They have really good burgers, at least good quality meat. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I was steering away from the meat for a little bit, but nah, for as far as like good quality meat, they have the best.
Dude, that's so crazy. You're so into like the logistics of it all. Like I'm like, I really like In and Out.
I'm for the culture. No, I'm just kidding. But nah, I'm fucking I like to. It's honestly you know, just trying new things, man.
So what do they have? Like chicken? They're chicken sliders.
The golden hot fried chicken.
Like deep fried chicken slider.
Well, it's like Nashville style, bro. You know, like Nashville chicken sandwiches, like spicy chicken sandwiches, so stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they have like the hot, the medium, the no spice and everything, and then he has like his own like little twist of items too. Like he has these things loaded wedges, bro.
Dang.
Dude, if you're looking to just pig out and just chill and just, you know, do some activities before that and then chill that lead into having the munchies, definitely go with the loaded wedges. You know what I mean?
Dang, dude. So is that like your what's it called, guilty pleasure meal?
Oh, honestly, bro, I used to be like 280 pounds, so any kind of good food is like a guilty pleasure for me, bro.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, dog. I used to have a problem with food, bro.
Let me ask you something. Do you think so I mean, you're a funny guy.
Yeah.
You're funny. Like you're funny. Like if we hang out and we go to like Starbucks or something, like we're gonna be laughing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely always like. It's not even like I try. Like,
for sure.
It's just you know, it's just funny. I speak with what's on my mind, bro. So if it's funny, you know what I mean. It's just like, you know, I don't judge that. I just speak. You know, the people determine if it's funny or not. And that's the funny thing too, is seeing someone's reaction. And you know, it's like, and it's funny because half the time when I say, you know, when I make people laugh, it's just some stupid shit. So I'm just like, oh my god, you know what I mean? It's just funny, like, you know, stuff like that, you know. So
have you ever heard the expression "fatter is funnier"?
Nuh-uh.
No. Well, I mean, there's the expression "fatter is funnier." People think that some people are funnier when they're fatter. Like people will think Jonah Hill was funnier when he was fatter.
I guess you can say like the whole like moniker around him being like the funny fact, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Seth Rogen, same thing. I mean, he's not that he's like crazy fat, but he's like dad bod kind of guy.
For sure.
And do you think that's true? Do you think that has truth to it? Like, do you think you were funnier when you were fatter, or do you think?
Oh no, I just think it's like, I don't know, bro. I just think it depends on like not how far you're willing to go. It just depends on what you say. Like some people, I don't know. I don't really if I say something, bro, anything that comes out of my mouth, I feel like well, naturally, I'm not a disrespectful person, so I don't ever have to worry about like me saying something disrespectful like that. But if I'm like, you know, if I'm thinking of something and I think it's funny, I just say it flat. You know what I mean? Like I don't even think twice. It's just, you know, it's you know, if you're saying it, if you put it, you can say something and, you know, definitely like make it feel like, oh, okay, this feels being funny. You know what I mean? Like, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Dude, I do that on Offer Up.
I'll be acting like all professional. Hello. No, imagine.
Dude, no, but like on Offer Up, like, you know how people will put, like they'll put their item up for like $0.
Yeah.
But they want you to put an offer up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, like I'll straight up like go and lowball people, like just because, like
$5.
Yeah, bro, like just because, like
for my Xbox.
Dude, so you know what I mean? Like just because, like you should never do that. Like this is me teaching you a lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that kind of thing. And like some people get mad. They'll be like, hell no.
Yeah, no, definitely. Some people, you know, it's funny. You think that they would just see it and be like, wow, this guy. But no, those are the ones that you want to reply to. Like, are you dumb? Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, yeah, I love replying to dumb stuff. Like the other day I was walking in a Target and this guy, he stopped me. He's like, "Are you a registered voter?" And usually I just walk right past them.
Yeah.
Because I'll have like AirPods in or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't, so I couldn't. You know what I mean? Like you kind of just feel like you have to stop. And so I stopped. I was like, yeah, I'm a registered voter. And he's like, sign my thing. I'm like, what is it for?
Yeah.
And he's like, we're trying to get rid of flavored nicotine. I'm like,
oh gosh,
dude.
But first of all, even if I only say that just because of what he said about it, but even for when I see those people, bro, you know what I say? I don't speak in English. That's what I tell people, just like that, dude. And the first time I did that with my girlfriend, she was like, "Tell me you did not just fucking do that." And I was like, "What? I don't speak in English." You know what I mean? Like, not even.
You're like, did it work? Did it work?
I try to make like the most cringiest, like I don't know, like kind of like scratchiest voice I can, and I just like, I don't speak English, so they can't even tell, like, damn, what language this is for speak then, you know what I mean? I've never
You're like
heard
just
that.
trying to use the most immigrant
No,
voice.
not even that, bro. Like, just like the far out, like the highest pitch, like whatever voice or crackle, whatever it can do, like at the highest, but and do the little
That's
gestures,
crazy.
Emotions with it. I feel like it's sold, bro. But yeah, no, I don't know. First, sometimes those are things where I feel like are in place in my life to be like more patient. But then I'm just like, nah, skip. I'm just kidding.
You just walk right past them.
Sometimes, yeah, most of the time, all of the time.
Like what? Like I'm going to Target. Like you really think I want to stop and talk to you?
No, not even that, man. It's just like I don't know.
That's what it is for me.
Like, it's like one of those things where it's like when you log into your computer, right, and it says, "Would you like to save this password?" and then it doesn't, or you think it did, you clicked it, and then you go back, you're like, "Oh my god!" Something as simple as like just typing your password in is like a crazy problem for people these days. So I think for me, that's like my thing, where it's just like, yeah. At first, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with my name on this signature too, bro. Who knows? Maybe they might use this name for, I don't know. That your name is powerful, man. So yeah, that's what I'm really like tripped out about too. I don't want to just put my name on any paper. Shoot.
Like imagine it's not even for the vape thing. Like it's for, like, do you want to get probed by aliens?
I don't, not even that. I don't. It's just like, like I said, bro. You don't want to put your name on anything. In school, it was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put my name on this. I'm gonna wait for the teacher to be like, hey, there's one assignment with no name. That's how I know it's gonna be turned in for some credit. So I'm gonna go. I'm just kidding, bro. But no, for real. Not like, I don't know. I'm just really skeptical on putting my name on stuff like that. Like, who knows? What if it's actually what you're signing for? What they're signing? What if it's like some bad cause or something like that? I don't know.
Are you skeptical, like putting your email on things too?
Yeah, for sure, dog.
Yeah, like what? I mean, I'm not talking about like writing them on paper, but like say.
Definitely don't put it on browsers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man.
Well, what? Not browsers, but websites when you buy things online, like
they for
H&M,
sure.
like
they stay
Forever
sending
21
emails and everything.
Exactly, bro. Dude, I bought these like Star Wars socks from Cotton On the other day.
Okay.
And then like 2 days later, I started getting emails from Goodyear tires.
What the heck?
I was like, dude, I don't even have why?
Yeah, man.
I don't have Goodyear tires.
It's the data policies on those things where they can release your emails and stuff to other companies, because like some companies belong to the same data holders and stuff like that, the data companies. So that's shared throughout those companies if you press like that or you agree. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
And when's the last time you read that agreement? Because to be honest, I never read it.
The last time I read the agree policy and the privacy policy and the data thing was the last time I read the Constitution. Never. No.
It was the last time you read the Constitution.
Dude,
how have none of us actually? I mean, I was gonna say how have none of us actually read it, but we all kind of know what it means or what it is. But I mean, we read it.
A little, yeah. I think I definitely had to recite like the first paragraph in
high school.
Yeah, for sure. I think I know I did. Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, how do we know? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I mean, well, honestly, do you ever look at a dollar bill and be like, "Damn, do these fools really even exist?"
It's kind of true.
You know what I mean? I didn't meet him.
Washington, Lincoln.
My dad didn't meet him. My dad's dad didn't meet him. My dad's dad sure as hell didn't meet him. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody who met Mr. Washington. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know.
I know people who met Mr. Rogers though. That guy's real.
That
guy's real for sure.
You know.
I know people who met Santa. That guy's real.
The tweaker.
But I don't know. I don't know about this Washington guy, you know?
Or Lincoln, or I don't know, bro. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I've always been really, history was my favorite subject in school, just because it was like, if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna pick one, and I just really gravitate towards it. But I'm one of those guys that I know that the history in school isn't the accurate history. It's just what they want to push on to us. But
I don't want to get too into like the politics of it all.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that has anything to do with, I'll just say, a certain race's agenda?
I don't know, man. It's just, I think so.
To a certain degree.
I think so, because I think it's a fear thing. You know what I mean? Why are you only gonna put the minorities and everything down?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just or at least minorities, as far as you want to base it off this country. But if you want to put all the cultures, beyond, Caucasian and everything, it's like, why are you gonna, make them be in this like lower sense of like self and wealth and education?
For sure. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, we'll just say in the Constitution, right? In the Constitution, when it talks about who can vote, all men.
Right.
But black people couldn't vote at that time.
Well, yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. What were they at one point? What is it? They were 3/5 of a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
3/5 of a person.
Ridiculous stuff like that, man.
That's
like,
crazy.
And my thing is, bro, it's not even it's not even a race thing. I don't even for me, it's not a race thing, bro. I feel like there are strong, powerful minds in all races,
for sure,
in all cultures, bro. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's crazy, man. I don't know. Just especially being able to grow up in a community where it's so diverse. You know what I mean? So I guess that really helped out a lot too. To where it's just like, people are people. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, because I'm not unfortunate that I'm brown, bro. I love being brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
See, it's just that systematic brainwash that they make you feel like, I gotta apologize for being. It's like, nah. You know what I mean? So see, I caught myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. Like, I feel like it's like,
I get you, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna apologize for being brown. Yeah, it's definitely been a weird thing, being, and I'm especially brown.
Crispy.
Yeah, I'm like, after you eat Cocoa Crispy Puffs.
Yeah.
Cocoa Crispies.
You're the milk.
Yeah. I'm
okay.
milk, bro.
Yep. Yes, sir. Cereal
milk, bro.
Cereal milk. Rob.
Yeah, no, but I don't. Even growing up with dark people, around dark people.
Yeah.
Like, they still want to be like, oh, you're the darkest of all of us. Why?
What?
But yeah, exactly.
I get to soak up more sun than you get to soak up. Naturally, playa. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? Like, why do they put it in us that, like, having a certain skin tone, having a certain look, having a certain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for females talk about this all the time. Like, there's a certain Instagram look that everybody wants to have.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they instill that in us? That we want to have, like all the guys want, like, the Maseratis, you know what I mean? Like, the nice cars, like, why do we have that in us, that we want the best look? We want the best looking thing.
Honestly, for me, bro, I mean, I don't like Maseratis or anything, but I mean, I would like a nice house and a nice car and everything. But I don't know, for me, I feel like it comes with, like, this, I have this chip on my shoulder, like, one time I was in Newport with my girl, and I was like, I want to live here one day, just to, that's when I want to flex a little bit, within, like, the people who don't think, like, a Latino could be in places like that, like, I want to do things like that and be like, and I want to show my kids, like, hey, man, with the right amount of work ethic, like, you can be anywhere, live anywhere, and be respected anywhere, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, man, like, that's just the kind of energy that I want to put out to, like, my kids, and, that's just how I want to carry myself, just because I never had somebody telling me anything, and I never really saw anybody genuinely be like that, like I said, I just always felt like I always go around people where it was just like, my parents are always working, so it's just like, you just observe a lot within your neighborhood and everything, you know what I mean?
Dude, I hear that 100%. You know who I feel completely embodies that like aura of what you just said. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, straight up, man.
Like, how is he? Like, he's such a graceful person in how he entered, left the sport. How he, how
Definitely,
he
man.
dealt with the loss of his father. Like,
I really love how like nobody had a bad thing to say about it. Like, because
even Connor.
Well, there's a thing, bro. When you say my mom doesn't want me to fight without my father, but I told her this will be my last one. Like, that's some G shit, bro. Like,
100%.
Yeah, like, I love my mom. So if she said something like that if I was at a point in my career like that, where, something like that was, similar situation. Yeah, I mean, like, and like I said, bro, is, the crazy thing that trips me out about people is people love America so much, but, and especially some cultures where I feel like are a lot better than us because they respect their people, appreciate their people a lot more. You know what I mean? Over here, it's so fast paced. It almost seems like, I feel like you don't even really genuinely get to appreciate someone so much just because there's so much going on, So it's just like for the cultures that are so like, family invested or family rooted, it's like I look at them and it's like, wow, like we need more of that here.
I want that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so and they don't have like, the luxuries of things that we have here, like, the convenience of all the stores, the streets, the just little things like that, bro. My family's from Guadalajara, so it's just like over there they don't even really have street lights or anything like that, bro. In the city that they're from, they don't even have woven street. They barely just got paved streets, you know what I mean? So it's just like things like that,
That's crazy. So there used to be dirt roads and.
Oh yeah, for sure. The infrastructure is really bad over there. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, dude. But that kind of makes me think of like North Korea. You ever seen like North Korean documentaries?
It's not that bad, but yeah.
No,
I do know
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
talking about. Imagine I don't want all my Latinos coming back at me like, "Hey man, what are you over there saying?" Like, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's funny, man.
But it is crazy over there. Like even the reporters who go over there. They're like
they don't come back. You know what I'm saying? That's the message that they put out, bro. That's the message that they want us to get. You coming, you ain't going back.
Dude, I'm surprised TRUMP made it there and made it back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, well they're homies, man.
I hear you're not allowed to say that one. Like it's
really.
I mean,
yeah, no, I don't want you getting fined or anything, bro. This is a fire episode. You don't want it to have to get taken down on something.
Like,
yes.
I've literally seen people, like, on Instagram and stuff, like, they're, like, blurting out his name. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Senor Bleep.
Yeah,
what's going on, man? No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, do you follow that, like, Food's Gone Wild page?
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Dude,
bro.
That page makes me crack up so much. I don't even know what it is about that page or.
It's just it's true. Everybody's came across at least one character they try to depict and throughout their posts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They either like capitalize on somebody doing something that you knew somebody who used to do or sound, and you're just like, oh my god, that's so funny. You know what I mean?
Bro, and the Edgars. How do we all know an Edgar?
Indeed, that is something where I don't know. I feel like that is just. That's like a newer meme, not a newer meme, but like it's just hilarious. It's just like, gosh dang, it's sad but true. You know what I mean? It's sad on the end because it's like
It's funny because it's so spot on, but like there's no way for you to describe it. Like I'm sorry for those of you who are listening who don't know what an Edgar is, but
hold up, sorry for the guy's name Edgar.
Yeah,
this is not aimed towards you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, an Edgar is basically a Mexican Karen.
I guess, well, not a Karen, but,
But in the same sense that they're basically a meme.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, in that sense, definitely.
But yeah, man. So, sorry we kind of drifted off. I kind of wanted to get into that fight, though. The Gaethje Khabib fight.
Damn.
What did you think of that, man?
I think it was a savage performance, bro. Fucking, Khabib. With his freaking beautiful, it was his clown was beautiful, man. He just smothered Justin, didn't even give him anything. And it's crazy because I felt like there was points in the first round where Khabib he stunned Justin a little bit, and it was crazy, dude. Khabib landed so many punches. I think he landed more flush punches than Justin Gaethje did. He had Justin swinging at the win. I was like, what the heck, bro? And then Khabib was only throwing a jab, 1-2, jab, 1-2, jab, 1-2, jab, 1-2, things like that. And he was tagging Justin. You know what I mean? So
it's so funny because he said in the press conference before the fight, he said my jab is really good. Like he's like, watch out for my jab. My jab is really good.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely he's it was a beautiful performance, but what a way to go out, people, even other people who you guys consider a legend, only wish to go out the way he went out, undefeated, legacy intact, never one thing bad said about him. The only incident was when he jumped at Dylan Dennis off the cage, but that's like street kid shit right there. That ain't even, we gonna get that a pass, you know what I'm saying? Because that's some shit where it's like, if they talk so much crap and they started crossing the line, so he could be he was checking them like, hey bro, I'm not a boy. Wife. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna show you where you're, so but like I said, bro, people only wish to go out like he did, like he can genuinely go out with no losses.
With that submission, I don't know if you saw or if you watched the Ariel Helwani DC podcast.
I do, bro.
Did you see what they said? Or what DC said? He said,
I didn't watch today's episode.
Well, not to spoil it for you, but
no, go for it, bro. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Yeah. No.
DC said that Khabib told him after the fight. He he heard Justin say that whole week he's not gonna tap. He's not gonna tap. I saw that
snippet.
Yeah. So he put him in the armbar, and then he's like, I'm gonna switch to the triangle because at least if he.
Well, he said that's his dad's favorite submission too, right? DC said that.
Yeah.
Khabib told him that was his pop's favorite submission.
The armbar to the triangle.
Yeah, man. What a beautiful fucking thing, man.
Yeah, man. Man. It's so crazy. I'm so happy for him. I'm so glad he got to do it the way that he wanted to do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. People only wish to go out with the career, especially in combat sports. It's picture perfect.
But, like, there's no one that I want it for more. You know what I mean? Like, I like Jon Jones as a fighter. I don't really know what he's like as a person, but what he's done outside the octagon, from what we've seen, obviously there's more to him. But from what we've seen, doesn't necessarily put him in the brightest light.
Yeah, well, the thing where Jon Jones can always fall back on is, being, look at his track record, 23, taking out Shogun Hua, defending the belt against Rampage, defending the belt against Lyoto, defending the belt against Rashad, defending the belt against, and it goes on and on. He fought, they literally fed him the best of everybody, and
not even in his prime, at like the youngest.
Yeah, he was 23, 20. You know what I'm saying? 24. By the age of 26, he had already cleaned out the Pride era of like gangsters. You know what I mean? And like the OGs. And then he started taking out just that wave, his wave. Yeah. Then the new wave. You know what I mean? It's just.
But when you look at all those fights, he looks like a killer. Like he looks like he's going after people.
Yeah.
And he's going for the kill. But now when you see him fight, it doesn't look like he has... I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look like he has that same killer instinct, but it seems like he's only doing enough to get the win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who knows, man? Honestly, I think, performing like this may be like his best weapon because it's like, Jon Jones is one of those guys where, okay, he's shown out like this, 3-4 fights in a row already, okay? Sure. So then going into the next fight, what if his opponent's like, this was going to perform like this? And then what if he just like, killer mode, you know what I mean? So he just, with a guy like Jon Jones, bro, I feel like he's sociopathic when it comes to like combat sports. No, he's definitely like, he's a sick motherfucker when it comes to combat sports. He really is, bro. He does shit to like, he likes to make it hurt. He likes to, he likes to fucking put you in your place, and be like, hey, I'm your daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's not just a competitor. He's there to hurt you.
Yeah, definitely, bro. For sure. He just puts out that, that energy of where like, hey, I'm gonna let you know that I'm better than you. You know what I mean? And
for sure.
Here you go. That's why he, it's honestly though, I feel like you kind of have to give it to Khabib because I mean, I don't know. Khabib's never really been in danger, bro. Khabib's never been dropped. You know, not that John has been dropped, but I mean we've seen him get hurt. You know what I mean? I guess you can say it was when the fight where he got hurt was when he fought Gustafson, where he took a lot of damage. Everybody keeps talking trash about the Dominic Reyes and the whole thing about it being, you know, controversial and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, Dominic Reyes showed up. Everybody's like, he's on the decline. It's like, no, you know, Dominic Reyes showed up that night, you know, and he still didn't get the dub. You know what I mean?
I mean, do you think Dominic Reyes is good enough to beat him?
John Jones?
Or do you think John Jones just
possesses
this
that
insane
fight,
skill set?
That fight, bro. I mean, if you take a look at the fight and then you look at the Jan Blachowicz fight with, you know, Reyes, you know, came out the same way. John is not like that, bro. He's gonna turn the page and be a new guy the next story. You know, the time around. You know what I mean? As you can see, look at through his career, bro.
Like he has so many different versions of John.
Definitely, dog. Definitely, bro. He's definitely. I feel like he's the Mayweather of, in my opinion, of MMA. Just the way he, you know, carries himself in his career. You know, he was that savage finishing, taking everybody out. You know, early on. You know, all the savages. You know, and now he's, you know, fighting smart. Really, you know, especially in the prime of his career. He doesn't want to. You don't want to take so much damage and not be able to outlast your entire prime. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
He needs to be in shape. He needs to be healthy. In his head, he does see this as a sport, and he does see this as a money making opportunity. So he's gonna make the most money possible. You know.
So what do you think about him at heavyweight?
I think he does good, man.
I think what's happening is in the light heavyweight division, he doesn't really see the other competitors as competition to him, and that's why
Jones is competitive, bro. So I think it may be even dangerous for these guys to think like, oh, I'm gonna hit him and he's gonna be hurt. Like, I don't know. I feel like John Jones is like a motherfucker where, you know, he's dangerous when he's hurt. You know, he's competitive, man.
But I'm just saying, like, I think because he thinks he's so much better than them, that's why he's only doing enough to win, because he feel like, you know what I mean? He feels like he could mess with them. Yeah. But I think at the heavyweight division, he becomes that killer again.
You never know, bro. Maybe he maybe have that extra little pop and power and everything being at heavyweight. You know, who knows, bro? Only time will tell. We'll see. I can't wait to see him. You know, come and fight. Definitely. You know what I mean? Because I know for him, he definitely, you know, a new weight class, no weight off his shoulder, and there's no pressure. I mean, I guess he's the greatest of all time. You know, so I guess that there's that pressure, but and I guess in his sense, like, no, why? Like, you know, he go in there and clean house, and it's just like any other, for him, bro, it's just like any other thing. It's just another fight. Yeah. For guys like him, you know?
So, that being said, talking about these fighters, you've had a couple fights. Yeah. How many fights have you had?
I think I've had like 8 of them. 8 amateur bouts. Yeah.
Okay. And at what weight?
I've had one from 185 all the way to, I think one time 160.
What are you comfortable at?
I like depends, like usually like now depending on how I eat, you know, I feel like I'm in good shape right now. I usually walk around like, you know, sometimes 185, 188. So usually like, you know, 165 or like, you know, even 170, I guess, if this opportunity presents itself. Yeah. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, you know, around that, you know.
So do you want to keep fighting? So they're all Muay Thai fights.
Yeah, those are Muay Thai. Yeah.
Do you want to get into fighting mixed martial arts?
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, when I go pro, you know what I mean? Because I do want to go pro for MMA. I'd probably have to be like 155. I feel like that's more like my build.
How tall are you?
I'm about like 5'11".
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think the welterweights, bro, that's when you start messing with dudes that are like, 215, 210 that cut down to that weight. You know, they're big guys. They're big guys, bro. You know, I met Lorenz Larkin one time. I got to spar Lorenz Larkin a couple times, and he's a big dude, bro. Really big, bro. Guys like that, it almost seems like they seem smaller in person and on TV, and then you meet them in person, and you're like, oh my god, bro, you're huge, like and you're a welterweight, like. Yeah. Damn, bro. Like,
dude, Usman is huge.
Oh, yeah, bro. He straight looks like a middleweight. Anytime he stands next to, like, I see him post pictures working with, like, the guys in his gym that are 205ers or middleweights. Or I'm like, damn, this guy looks just the same size.
He's so big, dude. They're like WWE wrestlers. Like, they're so big.
Dude, what a showing with him and Kobe Covington, man. What a fight. I rewatched that the other day.
Oh, really?
Wow, yeah.
Is it for free on YouTube now, or
No,
did you
I
just-
think I have the ESPN Plus app, and then I have
okay,
UFC
yeah,
Fight
yeah.
Pass, so I'll be watching it right there. I'm a geek, bro. I like to like watch all that. Well, cause then on YouTube they take all the fights off there because of the rights and everything like that. You know what I mean? So,
But they put them up for a little while. They'll put them up for a little while.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro.
But yeah, that definitely was. It's an interesting fight because, dude. Okay, that's a great fight, but not to cut you off or not to cut me off.
No.
But the Tyron Woodley fight.
That was a performance, bro. That was an amazing performance. The Colby Covington, that was a great fight.
Who knew Colby? Okay.
The Colby and Tyron?
No, who knew Colby was that good? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. For sure, dog. You know?
I don't know. You hear him talk, and it's like
He's
want him to suck sometimes. You know?
Yeah, at the end of the day, but though I always look at this as a sport, regardless
For
if
sure.
the athletes do or not. You know, from my point of view, I'm not across from him. I'm not the one that's having to punch him. So at the end of the day, it's like whatever, bro.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to make as much money as they can, man. According to the according to the government and the IRS, they are independent contractors, so they need to do as much as they can to,
Earn that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. So, how many amateur fights do you have to go pro? Do you just have to have does a promoter or something like that or someone like that
I
just have
feel
to
like
contact
it's
you?
like experience. I mean, yeah, you can definitely make a name for yourself for sure, but
Yeah.
I feel like my bad, bro.
No, you're good.
I feel like it has to do with like how comfortable you are, there's a lot of guys who have like 50 to 100 amateur fights, bro,
Yeah.
so it's just a matter of like experience and you know what I mean, and just feeling comfortable in there, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you don't want to be in there if you don't want to be in there. You know what I mean? So it's just like you gotta love it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. So do you have a grappling background at all?
A little bit. I did jiu-jitsu when I was a kid, and then when I started coaching at Templan, and I started doing the classes there pretty heavily.
Dang.
I did the morning classes with Coach Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Danny's a beast.
He is a beast, dude. Shout out to Coach Danny.
Straight up.
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
Gang.
Dude. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of Coach Danny, I work with Coach Danny a lot on Saturdays when I get the chance.
Okay.
And
he teaches a Saturday class?
Yeah, he teaches at 11 a.m. And
okay.
It's fun to go to. Not that it's not fun to go to Kui's class. I love Kui's class too. Shout out to Coach Kui. Whoa,
Definitely.
That was weird. Did you hear that?
That was my fart. No, I'm just kidding. I saw that though.
But yeah, shout out to Coach Kui. But what I was gonna say was I come from like a wrestling background, right?
Yeah.
And I'm used to like wrestling warm ups.
Okay.
So when I went to Kui's class, it was like, oh, like I didn't know there wasn't gonna be a warm up. So like obviously I adjusted to that, and now I warm up before I get there. But going to your class, going to Danny's class, we have that wrestling warm up, and it was so familiar. Like it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, are you used to that kind of warm up too? Is what I'm asking. How did you get into Muay Thai, and how did you get into teaching and coaching?
Yeah. Muay Thai. I mean, I've always liked the UFC and everything, and then I got to an age, when I was like, like 13, I was like, man, that'd be cool to do this, and like, do this for a living, and just really focus on martial arts. Honestly, bro, it would be super dope. Jared Cannonier said it the best over the weekend, Well, I mean, he said it in the best for his situation. He's like, yep. He's like, I love my life. I'm a father and a martial artist. Like, that's what I want. That's goals right there. You know what I mean? Just to be focused on being a father and, doing martial arts, and being able to compete in high organizations and everything like that. But yeah, no, I just started doing Muay Thai, bro. I really liked it. And then the gym that I went to was just, I felt like the time worked. And I was like, cool, I want to learn how to strike and everything, like who wouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
So I just started doing that over like millennia. And then I was at the UFC gym in Rancho because the Muay Thai coach from Millennia had went over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I followed, just because, I was my coach at the time. And then I met Coach Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we just started vibing. And he was like, yo, you want to come over to San Dimas with me? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then, we kind of just started doing the whole thing. And then he was like, as I started to get Coach Jason a lot more, as I started getting to know him a lot more, you know, he was like, yeah, I used to have a fight team before. It was called Blitz. And I was like, damn, that's awesome. I was like, you know, you should definitely start that up again. And he was like, yeah. And then he's like, I got to get new logos. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, let's do it. You know what I mean? And then he had like already like, you know, a little like design for it and everything. And then, yeah, Coach J just, you know, started Blitz, you know. And
that's sick, dude. Yeah, I got the Blitz shorts on right now.
Yes, sir. Under the sweaties, under the chinos. But yeah, no, freaking. Yeah, once I met Coach J, bro, he definitely brought me to a new level as far as like martial arts and like being a person too. He definitely learned a lot from Coach J. Shout out to Coach J. You know, definitely he's been, you know, a significant figure in my life. Always been there.
A mentor.
Yeah, for sure, man. And but yeah, no, and then ever since that, it's just kind of been downhill. I've been with Coach J, you know, for like, you know, the last, you know, since like 2015.
Dang. So like 5 years?
Yeah.
Dang, you've been doing Muay Thai for a while, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing Muay Thai since I was like 15.
Dang.
Like, you know.
That's like, what, 10 years?
Like 9 years, yeah.
9 years? That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. Well, on that note, man, I just want to, oh, man, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, bro. I mean, obviously, like when I was a kid, or not a kid, but a teenager, it was like a little, not off and on, but
yeah.
It was like I got in when I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, you know, once I graduated, it's just been like full time, like I train all the time.
When did you know that you wanted to be a fighter?
Well, I thought I wanted to be I guess like before I actually fought, I knew I wanted to be a fighter. I didn't know I wanted to really be a fighter up until I got into a fight, you know, and I've experienced some like really, really lows too in combat sports. So I think those two really like kind of really make you feel like, damn, you know, are you really wanting to do this, or are you just doing this to do this? You know what I mean? Or you just, is it for to say you're doing it, or, you know, you just after a couple of bad things, you know, you just kind of like really like knuckle down and kind of like get, you know, reflect. But yeah, man, I don't know, I love it, bro. I love it. Like, I don't know. There's something about like just being able to learn martial arts. It's just more of this. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's more than learning, bro. I feel like it's like a form of therapy and meditation and like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, being able to train with somebody where you're doing things like this and you know, just you know, I don't know. It's community. You know, martial arts is so ambiguous, bro. There's so many different meanings and things anybody can say or relate to and this and that. You know. Yeah.
That's cool, man. So I mean the camaraderie of martial arts. That's kind of what draws me in, you know. I mean,
okay, so you want to fuck bitches? Get money? No, I'm just kidding. Imagine like Rob's like, well, I heard that you can get all these hot chicks, and no, I'm just kidding. I want to be a fighter, man.
I'm like, I got into it for the 6-packs, and
you know,
they never found me. Nah, bro, but yeah, the camaraderie of it all, like you know, you tap me, I tap you, you tap me, I tap you.
Yeah.
And it's just that never-ending battle, but it's not for it's not out of hate.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, you're just two people growing, bettering themselves, you know, and yeah, man, it's awesome. There's nothing better than martial arts, bro.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Okay, yeah. On that note, do you want to plug your Instagram? You want to plug anything?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys want to keep up with my crazy, adventurous life. No, I'm just kidding. But no, if you guys want to follow my personal page, it's Ricky Shakur. You know, I don't really post anything crazy. I just post a couple funny things here and there.
Bro, but okay, not to pause you, but bro, one of the reasons that I started paying attention to you was because when you post on your story and you do like, you'll do like a morning talk or something like that.
No, yeah. Sometimes I just be like faded and I'm like, you know what? I got some realness to say right now.
Yeah. Dude, follow him for that. Follow him for some inspirational speeches.
Don't eat yellow snow? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't eat yellow snow. Follow his TED Talk.
No, yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, if I can get on my Instagram, Ricky Shakur, like I said, there's nothing really like crazy info to like go and speculate on. But if you guys want to follow my personal training business, it's Get Racked Fitness. Get underscore Racked underscore Fitness. That's and everything on there is just testimonials, things about myself, how this all started, what I first started with, and you know what I mean, just fun things like that, And then I don't really have a twatter or anything else, but for the most part, if you guys, like I said, if you want to check me out, Ricky Shakur or I Get Racked Fitness,
And I recommend you guys come to the garage, man.
I have boot camps on Saturdays, so you definitely want to check those out. If you want to come get another weekend workout, they're $10. It's not even about the money or anything. It's just I offer that. It's a Saturday. If anybody wants to get a little weekend workout, definitely come on by, man. Good vibes.
From personal experience, I'll say, I mean, Coach Ricky is someone who will genuinely push you in a workout. So I highly recommend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be all like unhappy doing it,
Or like you're doing push-ups the wrong way. You're not gonna walk by and be like,
yeah,
keep doing them like that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yep, you're doing it right. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, I feel you on that for sure, bro. Yeah, sure. Especially it's my time, So if more or less than anything, So it's like if I'm gonna be here, if I'm gonna go in, I'm not gonna just be here for nothing,
For sure. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for doing this, man.
Oh, you already know. I feel like we can go on and on. That just means we got to do more episodes. You know what I mean?
We for sure can. There's no way we're going to run out of stuff to say.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you, man.
Later, guys.
Yeet.